y'all goddamn were playing the game, and I was just up there as a little puppet, but you're all part of this as much as I was. It's not just goddamn it, Jerry's up there putting all this shit together. It was being mastermind.
Who said that? Who said that that's what it was?
I know.
I mean, I didn't say that's what it was.
No, but you made a comment a little bit ago. You didn't. Oh no, don't think you had an alliance with Brian. You had an alliance.
No, I'm saying he came to me. I mean, his exact words were. And he said, "If I keep you off the block, will you do what I ask you to?"
Now listen, because what you were part of was I called you guys the Brawny Boys. The three of you working out together all the time, the strength and everything. I had a lot of concern about the fact of how strong you people were. And young, and the way you played.
Me, Memphis, and Jesse?
Yeah, the way you played the game in the car thing and whatever, that I looked around and I said, how can the girls and the guys and even me compete
people that aren't
against
so physically
this?
strong.
I mean, you got 3 strong. You got 25% of the people in here could kick the shit out of a gorilla. Okay?
It's been lonely out there.
And that's when you came up, and the fact that he said, no, I want to save his ass. See, I have a favor coming from him if we don't put him up.
Well, this is the frustrating part. So this morning, we're all sitting at the counter, and the colonel's like, okay, you know, it's been put out there that if Brian can get a 4th vote, that, you know, he
needed.
Yeah, because he already had Dan.
But he also figured he had him, too.
Oh, he had him, too. Okay.
Go ask Brian right now.
So,
me and Brian already talked about it. I'm not voting for Brian.
No,
really?
Oh.
I mean, not voting to keep him in the house. Or not, I don't vote. I'm not keeping him in the house.
Oh, okay.
But in his
and you
mind,
can go ask him right now before I leave this room, and he'll tell you that.
In his mind, you were, and Dan, and that he indicated that I would save him if there was a tie. And he asked me that, and then he turned around and just said he never asked that.
Right.
Never talked to me about it. Bullshit. First thing he did when he came out, we went upstairs. After the deals, he talked to me about it, and he put me out to dry again.
And so he goes out there to me, and he sits and talks to me.
Why anybody even cares?
Goes, no, we're just talking.
He's going home, right?
But is the frustrating part is because we know it.
It's all coming right back on me to save his ass.
Yeah, because he's lying on Jerry.
He's lying. So, but this is my thing. I'm sitting out there with him
And technically on you, too, so...
And I'm talking to him, and he says, well, if I can get, you know, 4 more votes, then, you know, perhaps I can get 4 more votes. And the colonel said I would stand again. I said, oh, yeah, okay. So I just, you know, kind of stewed on that. Well, this morning, when the colonel brings it up and said, I never said it, but, you know, that's what he was kind of trying to angle.
Well, think about this. Even if he got voted out, you're going to say, Jerry, you would have saved his ass. And you'd have been pissed at me, and here I am. I'm again fucked over. You know? Bullshit. So, you think I'm going to start fucking being nice to him? That's bullshit.
And then so he comes
Played
in
me
here.
like a freaking drum. Pardon, I don't use this word that often. Pardon.
So he comes in the kitchen.
Fucking played.
He comes in the kitchen this morning after I asked him. I said, well, me and the colonel have to ask you a question. First he said, yeah. The colonel said he'd save me. Then he realized what he said. And then he said, no, I mean, you know, he said, I said that the colonel, if
Mike, that he hoped.
And then he said, and I haven't even talked to him about it yet.
And then he said he hadn't talked to him about it yet. That was the 3rd time he came back in. Because he asked me, why are you asking me all these questions? I haven't even talked to the colonel about it yet. So his story changed 3 times in an hour. It went from yes to hope to he hadn't even talked to him.
Everybody was being played, but I was being the puppet. I was being played.
Sounds like everybody needs to take their frustration out on Brian.
No.
But let me ask you this:
sounds like
is there no one else in this house playing people? Did I not get played when someone went around saying I was spying on everyone?
You know what?
I would like to hear the one person that can give me one shred of proof of a conversation that I overheard that I told somebody. I would like to know where that came from.
I'm telling you, people thought you were spying on them.
I would like to know who has a conversation that I listened to that I told somebody.
I have no idea.
Nobody.
I have no idea. I mean, do you want to go around the house and ask? Because you're being played now.
No, you know what?
You're being played right now. Because people are.
No, it's association. It's by association.
Yeah, it's by association too, and you're being played right now, Stephen.
Right.
Because he's assuming that you're going to get his 2nd vote. Am I not correct?
Because when you're around him like that, it makes you look bad.
Here's how it come out. After all of this is starting to go around, and you kind of look like a flip-flop from the Brawny Boys, and they know I call them that. So over and all of a sudden, you two become inseparable. I don't give a shit whether you recognize it or not. If he turned right, he'd have broke your nose off, and maybe vice versa.
Yeah, you guys were hanging out a lot.
And you hung out like deep shit. And I was
because we laughed together. I mean, we laughed about things
But
together.
it's the way that it looks to everybody.
Well, that's fine, but that wasn't the question I was asking.
And
you
he's
guys.
getting to the question. Let him finish.
Then what's?
I just said that you gave everybody an
that's
indication
what it was.
that you were being fed, and the moles that are out there are bringing information to you and him. It wasn't coming to me, and yet this was supposed to be the
Your
whole
alliance.
issue.
Okay. So people just made an assumption.
Probably.
Nobody had proof.
Right.
Nobody could. Nobody.
But who has proof in this game, Stephen? Who has absolute 100% proof unless they ask the person directly in front of a whole bunch of people and it's sorted out? Who has 100% proof?
I was specifically told by the other person.
We're not talking about that.
No, but I know that. But if
You're on a different subject.
Okay, well, I'm going to get back to your subject. Go ahead.
I'm talking about me being
If you think it's
labeled
me,
as a
just say you
spy.
think it's me.
I don't know who it is.
Because I'm just telling
You were not labeled
said
as a spy.
I want whoever said it.
It's
Listen to me,
the
Stevie, you
assumption
missed
you're
it.
looking like.
You weren't labeled
You're
as a
with
spy.
him.
Now he's saying I'm not
You were
labeled as a
labeled.
spy.
I don't know what he's
you were
talking about
listening to
with
me.
that, but I'm just telling you, when you're...
They straight up told me.
I don't
was.
care what they do. I'm trying to explain to you the way I seen you. I don't know what
That's
they
what-
seen
in
you
its
as.
perception.
I didn't see you as a
Absolutely.
spy. I seen you as a very, very solid alliance with him, unending, unbending. You didn't have to worry. He'll tell you he had all the power and had everybody in his hand. And he told you that too, that he was in control. Why do you think you trusted to say that you would be taken off the block if you didn't think he had the power?
I told him, and you can ask him about this conversation. When he told me that, I said,
get your thought.
I said, listen,
My thoughts going
I
on.
said, I'll tell
Sorry,
you,
good answer.
I want to think about it. I want to see if you actually can make it happen or not before I tell you for sure
I
that I'll do
understand
something
that,
for
but
you.
I'm telling you.
And that's what happened. He said, I won't, because Jerry, you told me straight up that if Rennie and Jesse hadn't gotten in a fight, me and Dan were probably the ones going
I
up.
told you that. See, that's the way I
So
am.
it's in my head
One
that
night-
there's a really good chance I'm going on the block. Then
That's
someone
how
comes to me and
honest I am.
says, if I can keep you off the block, will you give me a
Stephen, I
favor?
did that in the kitchen to let you know, as I told when I put Jesse up. When Jesse come up there, I looked him right in the eye and I said, I'm not telling you you're not going on the block. If you do, you're going to have to defend yourself and you're going to have to work out of it. I even gave you an indication so that no one can think I'm shoving up someone's ass or stabbing in the back. I gave you an indication in the kitchen.
And that was fine. I was glad that you told
I
me.
was considering you. I never said it was definitely you. But I said
But that's why he's saying that he took trust in Brian, because Brian promised him that I can
right. No,
save
I
your
understand
ass,
what he's
you know?
doing. But by the same token,
Because he's afraid he's going to go up.
you were well, you should be, you know.
Yeah. So
I'm saying that's
was.
why.
So I'm thinking, you know, if Jesse wins veto, here I have a very, very likely chance of going up because of all the people that you've indicated. You know, there's a very small list, me and Dan.
Please go to the diary room.
So that's. I mean, I had just cause to be worried. Someone came to me with a solution. What do? Do I say, no, fuck you, I'm going to take my chances and go up on the block? I mean, would you do that? I mean,
You have to,
you know,
before this is over, everybody better understand. Before it's all over, everybody will probably end up on the block once.
Of course.
If
Of
not,
course.
if someone sneaks through that, might as well give them the money because they can't go out of here.
I mean, but
If they never go up on the block, they can't get out of here.
I want you to understand that I'm not afraid to say I had an alliance. If you want to call it an alliance with Brian, we had an agreement. And I never lied about that. I've never lied about that once.
Stephen, that's not what I'm even talking about today.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how it went from the colonel's going to take me down to realizing what he said, and the colonel's like, hell no, I didn't say that, to I hope the colonel takes me down, to coming back in the kitchen going, I never
Never
did talk
talked to me
the
about it.
colonel.
So anybody he gets out of here, I'm
just
still looking
moved-
like the
I
bad
moved on
guy.
because
So
I was,
if you get out of here, if he gets out of here, people are like,
Yeah, I'm the bad guy again.
we don't know about Jerry.
That's why.
Yeah,
I
he
brought
was
it up.
leaving that in everybody's mind.
Well, sure. I'm going
I
to be.
see what you're saying.
No, he was taking me down.
Yeah,
for what he was-
without, you
to
even
save
knowing.
his own ass. He didn't give a shit about me.
And once
I
again,
get what you're
it's like
saying.
repeat too. We knew this was going
He
to
doesn't.
happen.
He doesn't care about
but
anybody else.
yeah,